Welcome back, HMC, to pull workout number 9. For today's workout, we're going to need our bands, some dumbbells, about 3 to 5 feet of space around you, as well as an arm's length above you. Make sure, as always, to keep that water nice and close by, and feel free to pause anytime should you feel like you need a break, if there's any discomfort. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's go ahead, get right into it. Let's warm things up, reaching all the way up. Palms to the ceiling. Great big inhale here, and let's exhale, drop it into some arm circles. Keeping those shoulders down and away from those ears. Setting that intention for today. What are you looking to get out of today's workout? Switching directions. Some reach those arms out nice and wide. Swing them in front of that body. We're getting the blood flowing. We're waking up those joints. Setting that intention. Bringing the intensity. Awesome. Go ahead. Let's shrink down those shoulder circles now. Still kind of keeping our collarbones, our traps down and back. Awesome. Bring those shoulders down. Reach those hands behind the back. Thumbs towards your back. Create that gap there. Awesome. Let's go ahead. Stretching on the other side. Hug that right arm across your body. Drop it down. Switching sides. Really important to have a nice, thorough warm-up, especially during pregnancy. That's when our body's producing a little bit more elastin, as well as a little bit less synovial fluid, the fluid inside our joints. Dropping it down. Let's go ahead. Even though this is an upper body workout, let's go ahead, warm up that lower body a little bit. Just loosen things up. Hip circles. Really driving those hips forward and backwards. Switching directions. Feeling that hamstring stretch as our booties go all the way back. Feeling those quads stretch as we go all the way forward. Awesome. Let's go ahead, kick yourself in the butt. Dynamic stretch of those hamstrings. Perfect. Let's go ahead, open up those hips. Feet go up and out. Drive those knees up as high as your body will allow comfortably. We're moving within a comfortable range of motion here. Pain-free is the move here. Awesome. Shake it out a little bit. Let's go left ear, left shoulder. Letting those hands just fall away like you've got lead suitcases in either hand. Back up to center, switching sides. Bring the head back up, look over that left shoulder. Back to center, look over the right. Back to center. Let's go ahead, get right into it. Grab that band. Our first movement today, we are going to do band pull-aparts, but we're going to move it 6 inches down every set. So starting above our heads for rep 1 through 5, 5 to 10 kind of coming at about a 45-degree angle here, and then coming down to chest height for our final 10th to 15th rep. We're going to do that for 3 rounds of 15. Then we're going to take a quick little 30-second break in between. So find that comfortable resistance, grab those bands, coming all the way up above our head for 5. Thumbs are going to pull away from each other, come down for 5. 3, 4, 5, bring it up, move it down for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chest height for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Shake it out. Give yourself what you need here. How did that feel? checking in, squeezing that grape in between those shoulder blades, and checking on those knees. We're never locking out the knees. Always a nice, soft, little active bend going. When you're ready, mama, let's go ahead. Hands come up. All the way above your head. Let's pull apart for 5. Shoulders back and down. And down. One more step. 45-degree angle with those hands. To chest tight for 5. 4 elbows back. 5. 30-second break. We've got one more of those. Really focusing on drawing those shoulder blades back and down. So we're retracting, driving with that lat, bringing that pinky down. All right, when you're ready, find that comfy pain for your resistance. Hands come up for 5. 45 degrees for 5. And 5 to the front, so chest height. Drop it down, shake it out. That is our first set. All the way done. Next up, we're going to do some bent over rows. So going ahead, grabbing that chair or standing behind the back of a chair, whatever your setup looks like. We're going to go ahead using a dumbbell. One hand at a time, we're going to clasp the back of the chair with the same knee forward and drawing those knuckles towards the floor, then driving backwards, leading with the shoulder blade, bending that elbow, bringing that dumbbell up to hip height. That is 1 rep. So grab that water, quick hydrate, coming behind your chair, gripping the back of the chair. We'll start right hand, right foot forward. Square off those hips, soft bend in the knee. Pulling that hand down to the floor. Squeeze those shoulder blades, bend that elbow, row it up for 1. 3 rounds of 15. Going one side, then the other. We'll take a break. Four. 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Let's switch sides. So left hand forward, left foot forward, rowing with the right. Really squeezing those shoulder blades together at that full extension. Bring that dumbbell up towards your hip. Just like we're starting a lawnmower. 2 and 1. Stand it up. Shake it out. That's round 1. Switch those hands. Reset that posture. Coming back down. Right foot, right leg forward. Rowing with our left up to our hip. Two and 1. Stand it up. Switch sides for 15. Rowing all the way up. Five, 4. You got this. 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up, shake it out. And the reason that we're training one arm at a time is because everyone has a weak side. And by training one side at a time, we're able to address these asymmetries and be sure that our stronger side, for me it's my right, doesn't take over in these movements. When you're ready, grab that weight in the left hand, right foot, right hand forward, row it up for 15. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up, switch sides for 15. Soft bend in those knees. 2, and 1. Stand it up straight, grab that water while I introduce the next movement. We're going to grab those bands again, and we're going to do some bent over reverse flies. So create a stance as wide as your body needs. We're going to place that band underneath those feet, kind of right underneath the arch, just to make sure that nothing comes snapping up. And we're going to drive backwards with our elbows with a slight 45-degree bend in our upper body. Driving with those elbows, going knuckles to ceiling. That's 1 rep. So when you're ready, mama, go ahead and get set up. Shoulders back and down, hugging baby up and in. And we're going to pitch forward about 45 degrees. Let's go elbows and knuckles to ceiling. Bent over, reverse flies for 15. Halfway there. $14, $15. Stand it up, shake it out. We've got 2 more rounds of that, and then we're going to move on to some accessory work. So shaking it out, reset those shoulders, palms forward. Let's go ahead, reverse fly for 15. If your body allows and you need a little less resistance, bring those feet a little bit closer together. You got this. 2, and 1. Stand it up. Shake it out. Give yourself what you need here. Little reset. And when you're ready, this is our final set of these fundamental movements, and we're going to move on to some accessory work here. Shoulders back and down, pitching forward. 15 on the clock. 5. 3, 2, 1. Step away, shake it out. Give yourself what you need here. We have one final set. Congratulations, the hard part is over. Setting aside those bands. Grabbing on to those dumbbells. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to do alternating traditional bicep curls and then hammer curls. And we're just going to do a burnout. So we're going to do 30 of these. So 1 rep will be coming traditional knuckles to shoulder. Bring it down, switch the grip to hammer curl. So when you're ready, mama, shoulders back and down. Baby up and in. Soft bend in those knees. Knuckles to shoulders. 30 bicep curls, let's go. Switch the grip for 2. Switching that grip at the bottom of the movement. Really gripping those dumbbells as hard as we can. You got this. Shoulder blades back and down. And we're not throwing this weight around. We're relying on our own strength, not the momentum. You got this. All the way up. All the way down. We're so close. You got 10 more. 2. You got this. Nice and strong all the way to the finish. 3, 2, 1. Drop those weights down. Grab that water bottle. Cheers to you. Cheers to your neighbor. Let's go ahead and cool things down. Reaching all the way up. Lace those fingers together, palms to the ceiling. Great big exhale. Let's lean it to the left, stretching out that lat. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the right, stretching out the left lat. Dropping it down, bringing those hands down. Let's go left ear, left shoulder. Taking a couple breaths here, and then we're going to bend down so our nose is facing the floor. Back up to center, right ear, right shoulder. Then nose to floor. And let's go ahead back up to center. Reaching that right hand across. Back up to center. Let's go ahead, switch sides. Dropping it down, linking those fingers in behind your back. Create that space if you are able. Awesome. Go ahead, bring that right hand out in front of you. Grab the fingers with your left, pull back gently. Let's switch sides. And there you go. This has been our 9th ever pull workout. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure to grab that water, give your body what it needs today, and we'll see you next time.